Hi everyone, this is my case study 6. So the first chart is General Motors, the first digit distribution, and compared to the Benford law. And we can tell the General Motor, their winter payments do follow the pattern of the Benford law, but the expected percentage that Benford law predicted were a little bit higher than the first digit. The second chart is a last digit distribution of General Motors. And this chart shows the last digit in the statement, and we want to check if it follows uniform theory. If they are fairly even, the data set will pass. If not, we will decide if they need to be investigated further. And the third chart is Signal Forest Corporation's financial statement number in 2010. And the signal we can see it start to decrease as we got closer to 9, but there are some discrete in the graph. First, the integer 8 falls out of the pattern and goes beyond what we expected. Second, many of these first digits are not or barely reach the minimum of what Benford's law expected. And this chart is Signal Forest Corporation's last digit distribution. And from this chart, the digits 5 and 6 have some question, but integer 5 and 6 are not out by much. And the rest of the data set is fairly uniform. This chart is a government entity and first digit distribution. The shape of the graph does not follow the pattern of Benford law. All of the integers do not follow the expected percentage that Benford law predicted. And this chart is a rightmost integer for government entity. And we can see some concerns exist for digits 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. They are all outside the boundaries, and this means there are data sets outside the invariant theory. The discrepancy here tells us a third party is tampering with the data. And from these two charts, we can know the p-value for this test is 0.468. It is bigger than the level of significance, which is 0.05. So since the p-value is bigger, we fail to reject the null hypothesis, and we have insufficient evidence to say the data from Signal Forest Corporation is now consistent with the Benford law distribution. And from these two charts, the p-value is too small for the system to process, so it equals 0. It is smaller than the level of significance is 0.05. So we reject the null hypothesis. This data set is not following Benford's law distribution. And from these two charts, we can see that car number 51421485452 is being used the most. Then we take this car out and check all the transactions made during the month of September. We found the 3 is March is the one that been used the most. So here's our conclusion. The first, according to Benford's law, the data should follow a logarithmic formula that puts the leftmost integer as the one that has been used the most. And as the integer gets closer to the rightmost integer, it'll use less. The government entity has suspicious due to discrepancy between the given data and not following Benford law. And thanks for watching.